Hey, thanks for joining T-Biz Talk with Jen Sand. I am Jennifer Sanchez, owner and creator of Jen Sand Designs and the T-Shirt Business Masterclass. Today's video, we're going to talk about making a shirt with heat transfer vinyl. This is a beginner's edition. So if you are new to Cricut or Silhouette or Canva or all of these things, this is the video for you. So grab your T-shirts, grab your vinyl, get your heat press, whatever you need, and join me in this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like to this page and check out any of the links below. As you watch through this video, you're going to see me use a lot of tools, a lot of products, and I will have all of those links below for you, from the t-shirt to the tools I use to the weeding tools. I mean, everything. I am an open book and I share it all with you. So make sure you check out those links below. Again, subscribe and like to my page so you can always see more t-shirt business resources, and check out any of those links as well. Now, the design I'm starting with today, I have created in Canva. And so we're going to start from the point where I've already made that and I'm uploading it into Cricut. If you are unfamiliar with Canva or you are unsure how to use it and you're looking for a resource, click that link below for the Canva 101 course. It's a quick 30-minute course, gets you familiar with Canva so you can actually use it in your t-shirt business. All right, let's go make a shirt.
So I'm going to fulfill an order, and it is one of my tie-dye sweatshirts, the progression of Mama. So I'm in Cricut, and I'm going to go to my canvas. I had something old on there. I can just delete that. Notice I grabbed them all. I already have these uploaded, so if you don't, you're going to choose Browse Files and select it and bring it in, okay? I'm going to use an uploaded image already, and it is right here, and I'm going to add it. It is super big. So this currently on edit is at 16 inches wide by 18 inches high. I will only do the maximum width of mine is 9.25. Because it's on a medium shirt. If it was a 2XL, I'll go ahead and go up to like a 9.75, even a 10. But remembering, you don't want the pattern to go around up and inside to the armpit. So this is going to be a 9.25 by 10.2. Okay. I've already made my design. I've done everything I needed to do previously, and I'm going to go to make it. I know this is going to fit on my 12 by 12 mat. If I was doing multiples, I would choose the 12 by 24. My pen is on a shirt where it is heat press vinyl. You need to mirror. You absolutely have to mirror. Okay. So now this is ready to go. Okay. So I know my design is 9 to 10. So my biggest width is about 10.5. So I'm going to cut my vinyl I usually give a little extra just in case I measure wrong. I'll go 11 inches. So I will show you how I'm going to cut my vinyl. Okay, so this is my vinyl cutter. I bought this one on Amazon. Again, the link is in my resource links. You'll go to Amazon Finds, and it'll be all of my essentials for my business. So this is my white vinyl because I'm going to make it on a tie-dye shirt. Run it through there, and again, remember I bring it to 11. I could do it at 10 because I know, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it at 10 because the width of these are 12 inches. So I have the space for the 10 and 10.2 on this side, and I'll use this for the 9.25. Okay. Sometimes you got to think about math when you're doing this. And so that is it. Now I've cut my vinyl and I'm ready to put it on my sheets, which I need to clean these mats. You clean them often. Some people use baby wipes. I use soap and water, and after a while I just get new ones. Okay, so I know that I need the longest part on the bottom here, and I did almost 12, so we're good to go. You can use a scraper and get it on there really good, especially when your mats start to get a little less sticky. Notice that this one is a standard grip. There are different types. There's standard, light, strong, so you can choose those. I always just use standard unless I'm using a thicker product, especially like vinyl, or the glitter is a little bit harder, so I'll use the strong grip for glitter. Okay, so now I've cut my vinyl and I've put it on here knowing that, remember, my pattern was, oh, it's going away. Make it, it's already the same size. Remember, mirror your image. So now I have it ready. I've got at least to 9.5 and I've got at least to 10.5 here. I went to 12, so we're good to go. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to, when you hit next, what to do and how to feed it in here and all the tips. Okay, so now again, we've got our vinyl. I've got my machine turned on. I had just put in a fresh tip, so we're good to go. I have this little guy, again, it's on my Amazon, but I put him on here so it just holds the board, these flat, especially if you have the longer one, the 12 by 24. So I'm going to put this in here and get that ready. And on here, I'm going to hit next. It's going to ask me, you know, you want to connect it. Obviously, you need your Bluetooth connected. Once you connect Cricut with your Wi-Fi, it really feeds from Bluetooth to talk to the machine. So it is thinking, now it's ready. Now my material is set to iron on, which again, if I switched it to vinyl, that would say vinyl. It reads what's on the Cricut already. You're going to, it says, make sure mirror is turned on and iron on material is faced shiny side down. Load your tools and your mat, okay? If there was a tool required, you can also use this to, on this side, insert pens, and you can write on stuff. So again, it'll talk to you through that whole thing and guide you. We're gonna actually feed it. The blue light flashes when it's ready to feed, and this you wanna kind of give a little bit of pressure because getting this in here evenly is your very first rule. And then I let go. And that just says, yep, we're fed, we're ready to rock and roll. And the little C button will flash, and that means I'm ready to cut. So push that button, and now it is ready to cut. Your screen will give you a percentage, like a pie chart, and a timer clock, and it'll feed around and tell you when it's done. Obviously, you'll know when it's done because it'll spit it back out. Okay, so we're gonna let this cut, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so now it is done cutting. It spits it out. This is solid white, and now it's just flashing. Now, if you have a silhouette or another style color, this will all be different for you. However, this is the basics of the Cricut. You work in the design module, you lay down your vinyl, and then you cut it out. Okay, so this, I'm gonna push that to pop it out. I always kind of keep this, again, because I'm in a basement or wherever, say you set up in a garage or a side room, I always close this just to prevent it from getting dusty. Then when you're peeling your vinyl off, you want to be careful because you don't want to lift up. If you roll this way, because you don't want to crack your vinyl, and you don't want to put a crease in it because it will crease your pattern, okay? So I'm going to pull this off and put this back on. I basically hold everything up and just match up this hole. This really gets people, but you know, since mine's a little dirty, it's not sticking as well, but that's okay. And then I hang it back on my wall. Okay, so I have my pattern here. I'm double checking it, and it is all cut really well. I've got a little extra on the bottom. So to prevent myself from having to weed extra stuff, if there's a spot that you have, go ahead and cut that off. All right, and then I always have an excess bin of extra vinyl in case I have some little design or whatever, and you know, I need it for any kind of little craft. I do not throw away my extra vinyl. Okay, so this is now ready to weed. Now we're ready to weed the vinyl. I do want to show you guys, set this aside. These are all the tools that I got in my kit when I purchased them. Again, that's in my Amazon link. These are all the tools that I got. These that are right here, these come whenever I order from HTVront. If I get, you know, a certain size or above or double packet or whatever, they'll put an extra little bonus in there and you always get a new one. So I've got extras of these, which is great because they do get dull after a while. This one, or sometimes I use them to do other stuff. I think I had some glue on something I had to pick, so I just keep it as an extra. But you'll definitely, everybody finds their comfort zone with whatever they're picking with, okay? So my favorite is the tweezer. Now, I did get extra styles of tweezers. This one's a little bit thicker, more of a side grabbing, and it's not as pinpointed as this. This one is my favorite. If I lost this, I would cry. And this one's just a straight nose, needle nose kind of looking thing. It's, again, everything has its purpose. You'll find different things you use them for. I use this one, actually the wider one, to pick the plastic off when I do the tags inside my shirt, which you will see later. These are for if you've just got a bunch of little pieces and you're just going to go through and just, you know, weed, tick away at it. I know people who use this one. I actually like too, because this one's got a flat piece to it and I can kind of get in there with that. So let me show you what this looks like. So we're going to start in the top corner. You always want to find a little edge and just get it like that. See how it will just pull and pull with the thing. Okay. This is HTVront vinyl. If you get a vinyl that you are trying off of Instagram, again, I've tried other brands. Some I love, some I hate. This is actually a really good one to weed. But notice how this one just grabbed the corner and I'm done with it. And I'll show you in a little while what I do with the tweezers. But we are just going to weed all of this off, and I just go around the edge just to get the bulk of it. And this one's kind of odd because I've got that pattern up in there. But again, this one weeds so nice. And you're probably thinking, why would I need transfers when it weeds so easily and it didn't even take me that long? Well, not all of the designs are this easy to weed if they're smaller lettering. See that? I can just get right in there. And here I'm going to get the center of the R out, and I just pull it out, okay? And here's my little guy. Notice that I put all my vinyl in there. It's meant to catch this edge, okay, and catch your vinyl. So I do have a light that I can put under this. For video purposes, I'm not going to, it would shine too much, but it does help to see where the lines are and where to weed, because if you get too far into here, you can pick your letters, okay? So you want to be really careful. This big old gap. I could actually have cut this out and saved my vinyl, and I would have had a gap of vinyl there. Notice it's a little sticky. And no matter what kind of vinyl you get, you're going to have those pieces that, you know, that you have to go in there and weed and pick out. So Sizer is a good brand, or Caesar. Cricut obviously makes a good brand, but HTVront, I love it. Okay, again, this is, you know, I could have cut that excess out, but whatever, I didn't, you know, put that aside. And now, again, I'm going to use the tweezers and just put that right in there. Kind of grabs it. The other thing I was going to show you is, remember I had this little guy. You can go and grab kind of anywhere. You get a couple going at once. Notice how it's a little bit harder. I will say it's a little harder on that one because it's a larger letter. Oh my God, no. So that's those kind of tools. Again, you'll get used to what tool you like and use the most. Everybody has a preference. So once you're done, you want to flip it over, because a lot of times once you flip it over and see it the right direction, you'll notice where you might have missed, you know, maybe you forgot to weed an A or whatever. I do see a piece of vinyl here I want to get off, because that will connect to the shirt. And this is ready to be put on my heat press. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to center the shirt. Remember I said I always fold mine, so you can sort of see that there's a line there, but I'm going to press that in. So I'm going to grab the corners of the collar, and then I'm going to grab the shoulders and match those up, shake it out a little bit. Again, because it's already been folded that way, there's a little bit of a crease, but I just kind of use my arm to hold this, grab the bottom, and I throw it on the platen. What I do want to make sure is that these are also lined up in the armpit as well. Sometimes you'll get a crooked shirt and it makes a difference. So just kind of look out for that. Trust your center line, okay? Then I'm going to press that a little bit for a few seconds, and I'm going to show you how to center my design. Now this one's easy because it's got corners I can match up. I bring that to the top and it gives me a corner there. You can do that for like 5 seconds. You don't have to do it for the full time. It was a sweatshirt, so I wasn't worried about it. And then I put this corner and I match that up. Okay, so notice I only pinched these pieces. I don't want to go down the vinyl because the vinyl will lift up. You can kind of see my, or you can't see it, but I can, if you were here, you would see the U's lifting up a little bit. So I just want to be careful. But now I've got the top, and so I've got my design is centered. Now I've got my shirt is centered. You can see there is a line down there. I will tell you on reds or blues, or darker shirts, you might, not black, reds, blues for sure. You'll see that almost like if this was berry, this got burgundy, that will go away. So the heat will go away. Again, I've got my heat press is from ProWorld, and this is the 15 by 15 Trans Pro slide. So you can use that one. This one I believe is normally about $600. They have it on sale, and then if you're in my course or you use my link, you get $10 off. So it's like, right now it's $4.79. You'll get it for $4.69. It is incredible. Once it heats up, it'll stay hot like for hours. Again, you want to lint roll. Make sure you take everything off here. I have gotten my hair under a design, so you need to make sure you get that off. Okay, that is good. And again, let's see, what am I at for my temperature? I do my temperatures at 330 for 20 seconds. Vinyl, foils, and puff are different, so you want to check with every design what you're supposed to do. Again, I'm taking my top center and the bottom center, and I'm lining it up on the line that I got when I pressed this. Now, I've been doing this a while, so I'm familiar. I always do about, on a small medium, I do about 3 fingers, okay? So I've got this just like that to the top of the design. It's a larger design. I'm going to go down a little bit just so that it's not starting right here, because about 3 inches would be, notice my my warriors right here at about the 3 inches. This is an odd design. It's almost an L shape. So I didn't want warrior to be down here, and I didn't want it to be right here because her head would be up here. So again, pay attention to your things, your patterns, and where you're laying them. All right, I'm gonna line this up, and I'm gonna go down a little further. Like I said, it's a larger design. There is that. And then your Teflon, I bought these in sheets, and then more recently I just bought a roll. You can cut these to size. Again, these are on my Amazon link. Cover this up because you want to protect the shirt. You don't want to burn it. If you do a transfer, transfers will come in paper like this. If you do a transfer, you do not have to use the Teflon. You're just going right on the shirt because it's 7 seconds and you're good to go. Okay, and I'm going to slide this in right there. And again, I didn't have to worry about centering the shirt on the platen or anything else because I had given myself the center line and I centered my design. It will match up. Okay, and once you close your heat press, it will start counting for you once you set it to the timer. So this will run, it'll beep when the 20 seconds is up, and then we will check out peeling that plastic away. If you start to peel the plastic, letters come with it, heat press it again, or make sure your pressure is tight. All right, so let's take a look. This is hot, so be careful. I just take it off, put it to the side. Again, this is my HTVront vinyl, love it. Caesar does the same, so you can get Caesar from ProWorld or my HTVront link. I love this, so amazing. So then you have this is hot, you just throw that away, fold it, whatever. Now I always, because I really want this to soak in, and remember vinyl gets heated up and soaks into, like, bonds with the shirt. So I'll do another few seconds, real tight pressure to get that in there. You don't have to, I just do, and then I never have lifting issues. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off. That was the one shirt I'm gonna make for right now. And if you can't see it in the camera, but you will notice that it just really kind of bonded to that shirt. So now our design is done. And you have a centered mama sweatshirt. Okay, so next.
Well, we made a t-shirt. Thanks for watching T-Biz Talk with Jen San. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Join me anywhere on any of those channels, and you can always see more information about the T-Biz world and resources. Remember, you can check out the links below and find all the resources to Canva, Cricut, HTVront, Gildan, everything you saw in the video, the links will be below for you. And go ahead and check out my website if you want to learn more about the t-shirt business industry or how to start a t-shirt business. I've got a masterclass for you and all the resources you need to run your t-shirt business.